we talked about the copper pipes leaking, and Brad mentioned something called PEX. We'll explain in case you don't know what that is, but this is interesting. So Marcia sends us an email considering, she says, buying a new condo, but is worrying about one thing. The builder and the condo use PEX for plumbing. And she's heard that, I guess she's got a friend in the biz, that there's a problem. And she wants to know, what is the problem with PEX? And Brad, why don't you start by explaining what PEX is?
Well, PEX is a plastic water line. It's cross-linked polyethylene. That's what PEX stands for. It is a modern version of the old polyethylene lines that were used. And the challenge with PEX, well, the benefits of PEX is it's very easy to work with. It's relatively durable, so it's lower the cost of installation in new construction. It's a lot cheaper than copper is. And it's very quickly installed. So the problems with PEX, as I understand them, again, I only look at I look at the lines, but I don't install the lines. The problems that are out there with PEX are, one, that a lot of times the people that are using these kind of cheap fittings to connect them, the fittings don't always hold tight. So the fittings tend to fail. There's a lot of different quality of those out there, and they can fail and cause leaks. The other thing that people say is that it's not as durable as copper. I don't know about that because it's a plastic, it's a little bit more forgiving, like in times where it's freezing. But I do know that you can get pests like rodents that will chew through it. And there are problems with pests getting into PEX and chewing through those lines. And then finally, and I don't know that this is as big of a problem in our area as it is in some, but PEX apparently is susceptible to higher levels of chlorine. And chlorine is a common water disinfectant. And so in areas where there's higher chlorine levels in the municipal water systems, as I understand it, PEX breaks down a little bit more quickly, and it doesn't last as long as you would expect it to. So there's this kind of backlash now. People are saying, oh, I want copper, I don't want PEX. I don't know if you're trading one problem for another there, but there's a lot of information out there about the problems with PEX, but still it's a good, durable, cost-effective product. But like anything, it has to be installed correctly. And that's where a lot of the problems come from, is just people installing it don't know what they're doing with it. And, me as a homeowner, I probably shouldn't be doing my own plumbing in my house, because the fittings that I'm buying are great for a consumer, but they may not last as long as a professionally installed system would.
Just when we thought PEX was the answer to all of our copper problems, here you got to go and give us a disparaging word about for PEX.
Yeah, sorry about that.
There's nothing else there's PVC, right? Which is
and that's we'll use that for irrigation, but using it, that's really, really problematic in a home installation.
Oh, boy.
Sorry.
All right. That's life. Well,
Bradley Bummer here.
No kidding. Well, this show went way too fast, and I want to thank, I just tell you, this thing flew by. I want to thank Liz Lamb, who did a great job filling in for Cora Henderson over at Pitt and Frank.
Thank you very much. I'll come back anytime.
Yeah, we are welcome back anytime. If you'd like to get a hold of Liz or Cora, you can give a call over to Pitt and Frank. They do a great job of closing a loan, title searches, settlement proceedings, commercial and residential transactions. You can reach Pitt and Frank at 895-9900. Also, Brad, great job on your end as well, knowing everything we ever need to know about homes and looking into them. You can reach Brad for scheduling an inspection. They come in as a team. They do a great job of getting the job done. And also Team Bug Out, which gets rid of pests and a variety of other things. And Brad's number, his team is 844-411-TEAM. And if you're thinking of selling your home now or in the future, and if you're looking to buy, I've got 10 buyer agents. But for selling, I hope to be the guy. Comes out, free, no obligation. We talk about what the process is, come up with a plan, and then we execute, if you want, on the plan. It's, again, free, no obligation. I work in Louisville, surrounding counties in southern Indiana. You can reach me on my cell phone anytime, 502-376-5483. That's 376-LIVE, or go to bobsellslouisville.com. Fill out the form. And for that free, no obligation analysis of what your home is worth, go to WeSellLouisville.com and just click on the top of the website, whether it's on your phone or on a computer, and fill out that information. All right, that's it. We're out of time. See you next Sunday on News Radio 840 WHAS.